Hey everyone, Graham Stephan here. Thanks for joining me today as we take a closer look at one of the most talked about topics in finance. Today we're diving into the world of Bitcoin, a digital currency that's been making headlines and sparking debates for years. Specifically, we're looking at where it might be in 2030 and what the future could hold for this revolutionary asset. Now, as of May 2nd, 2025, Bitcoin is sitting at, well, we don't know the exact price in the future. The market is always changing and surprises are just part of the game. That's the thing about predicting the future. It's unpredictable. No one has a crystal ball, and even the best experts can only make educated guesses. But that doesn't mean we can't look at the information we have and make some educated guesses. By analyzing trends, data, and expert opinions, we can get a sense of what might be possible. Lots of experts and analysts are doing just that, and they've got some interesting things to say about Bitcoin's potential. Their predictions range from the conservative to the wildly optimistic. Some are calling for massive growth, while others are more cautious, warning of volatility and unexpected twists along the way. So, buckle up, because we're about to explore the wild world of Bitcoin price predictions. The ride could be thrilling, unpredictable, and full of surprises. Remember, this isn't financial advice. Always do your own research and consult with a professional before making any investment decisions. This is about understanding the different factors that could shape Bitcoin's future, from global economic trends to technological advancements and regulatory changes. It's about being informed so you can make the best decisions for your own financial journey, no matter where the market takes us next. Let's talk numbers. When it comes to Bitcoin, everyone wants to know, where is the price headed in the next decade? The year 2030 might seem far off, but for investors and crypto enthusiasts, it's just around the corner. So what are the experts saying about Bitcoin's price in 2030? The predictions are as bold and varied as the crypto market itself. Well, ARK Invest, a firm known for its tech investments and forward-thinking strategies, is pretty bullish. They've thrown out a range from $250,000 to over $1 million per Bitcoin. That's a massive leap from today's prices, and it reflects their confidence in Bitcoin's long-term potential. That's a huge range, and it shows just how much uncertainty there is. The future of Bitcoin is anything but predictable, and even the experts admit there are many unknowns. Then you've got platforms like CoinCodex and Binance, which use advanced algorithms and data analysis to try to predict market trends. These platforms look at historical data, trading volumes, and even social media sentiment to make their forecasts. Their predictions are a bit more grounded but still optimistic. They see potential for significant growth, but perhaps not as extreme as some of the most bullish forecasts. For example, CoinCodex sees Bitcoin potentially reaching $500,000, which would be a huge milestone for the crypto world. Meanwhile, Binance predicts a range between $100,000 and $500,000. Their estimates reflect both optimism and caution, acknowledging the volatility of the market. And then there's Kraken, another big exchange which is a bit more conservative in its outlook. They haven't given specific numbers, but they've hinted that Bitcoin could see significant gains if it becomes a widely adopted global currency used in everyday transactions around the world. So, as you can see, there's no shortage of opinions on where Bitcoin might go. The range of predictions highlights just how complex and unpredictable the crypto market can be. But why are these predictions so different? Let's break down some of the key factors at play and see what could drive Bitcoin's price up or down by 2030. Predicting the future of Bitcoin is a lot like trying to predict the weather. There are countless variables, and even the smallest change can have a big impact. The world of cryptocurrency is fast-moving and full of surprises, making it both exciting and unpredictable for investors and enthusiasts alike. But when we look ahead to the year 2030, there are a few major factors that could play a huge role in shaping Bitcoin's price and its place in the financial world. First, institutional adoption. Will large companies, investment funds, and even governments continue to put their trust and money into Bitcoin? If more big players enter the market, it could drive up demand and push prices higher, making Bitcoin even more mainstream. Second, regulations. Governments and regulators around the world are still figuring out how to handle cryptocurrencies. Stricter rules could slow down growth and make it harder for people to use Bitcoin, while friendlier regulations could encourage more people and businesses to get involved, boosting adoption. Third, technology. Bitcoin's underlying technology is always evolving. Innovations like faster transaction speeds, lower fees, or improved security could make Bitcoin more attractive and easier to use, helping it compete with other digital currencies and payment systems. And finally, the global economy. The overall health of the world's economy can have a big effect on Bitcoin's price. In times of economic uncertainty or crisis, some investors may turn to Bitcoin as a safe haven, hoping it will hold its value when traditional markets are struggling. Now, let's take a closer look at each of these important factors and see how they might shape Bitcoin's future in the years to come. Institutional adoption is a big deal for Bitcoin. When large companies, hedge funds, or even governments buy Bitcoin, it's a sign of mainstream acceptance. And when big players enter the market, they bring a lot of money with them, which can push prices up. We've already seen some level of institutional adoption with companies like Tesla and MicroStrategy adding Bitcoin to their balance sheets. If this trend continues, it could have a major impact on Bitcoin's price by 2030. But there are also reasons why institutional adoption might be slower than some people expect. Some institutions are still hesitant about Bitcoin's volatility and the lack of clear regulations. Regulation is a double-edged sword for Bitcoin. On the one hand, clear and consistent regulations could make Bitcoin more attractive to institutional investors and everyday users. It could provide a sense of legitimacy and stability. On the other hand, overly strict regulations could stifle innovation and slow down adoption. Governments are still trying to figure out how to balance the need to protect consumers with the desire to foster innovation in the crypto space. The regulatory landscape is constantly evolving, and it's something that anyone interested in Bitcoin needs to keep a close eye on. So, will Bitcoin skyrocket or stumble by 2030? The honest answer is nobody knows for sure. There are just too many factors at play, and the world of crypto is notoriously unpredictable. Anyone who tells you they know exactly what will happen to Bitcoin's price is either lying or honestly a bit delusional. Don't base your investment decisions on hype or speculation. Do your own research, understand the risks, and only invest what you can afford to lose. Remember, the best investment is always in yourself. Invest in your education, invest in your skills, and invest in your future. Bitcoin might be part of that future, or it might not. But by being informed and making smart decisions, you can set yourself up for success no matter what the future holds.